live streaming today, but I just want to take time to talk today because like I've just been having a lot on my mind. Like I've been frustrated because it's like being being a person is hard, and for everybody, being a person is very hard for everybody. But the way that a lot of the systems are set up in society makes it
Batalla a muerte en equipo.
so that a lot of us fall through the
Elige
cracks.
tu campeón.
And
Personaliza tu campeón.
as we're falling through the cracks, we start to notice how ineffective and
Let's do this.
basically ununderstanding a lot of the systems that are built to guide us, um, like how they are. And it's just really frustrating because it's like I'm fucking tired. I'm tired. Like I have to work for X amount of money for X amount of hours, and that money then goes to feed that same fucking system. And I know people with autoimmune disorders that are forced to just try to figure out how to make money, and they're wearing down their bodies and their minds, and I just see so many people just suffering. I see so many people with mental health issues just not get really dealt with because of the way that mental health issues are looked at. Like if you're not the sick, it's there's a huge chance you're gonna wind up not having compassion for them. Um, and I myself, am testament to that because it's like from the medical field to a lot of the other fields, it's like wow, these people are really unprepared in how to handle my existence. So, but their survival doesn't depend on figuring me out. Their survival depends on
They say
how they
fairy
can
tales
make
don't
money.
come alive. But, like, have you met me?
And as they're sitting there trying to figure out how to make money, it's like
Cinco,
there's
cuatro,
no
tres,
incentive.
dos, uno. La batalla ha comenzado.
Hey, guys. Oh, you got
There's
this.
no
This is
incentive
La
to try
batalla
to figure
comenzará
shit out.
pronto.
Like there's no incentive at all
How to stop
for
me.
them to just
Un enemigo ha conseguido la primera sangre.
because there's no
Doble
money in it. There's
eliminación
like
enemiga.
there's more money in people staying broken and sick than there is in people actually solving issues. Like the fucking housing market is fucking stupid because they turned it into a business.
El
Bro, you're
enemigo
really
está en
fucking with
matanza.
someone's survival, like
Doble
someone's
eliminación
ability to
enemiga.
have a habitat, and that's allowed
Doble
because
eliminación
it's just
enemiga.
seen as such a fucking valid way to make money. How are you gonna fucking allow people to
El
make money off
enemigo
of
está
other
en
people's
matanza.
ability to have
Let's run
fucking
it back.
shelter? That's not okay. Like, bro, so many people have to just struggle. And how many people fucking go homeless? Like, like, yo, they like,
El
and
enemigo
it's
está
not
en
like
matanza.
every single time people do this on purpose. No, like there's only X amount of evil people in this world. What the biggest issue isn't the evil people, it's the fucking stupid people that choose to stay fucking ignorant to these realities. And the second that they choose to fucking stay ignorant to these realities, it then makes it fucking easier for people to continue to fall through the fucking cracks and have nothing fucking fixed because the people in power have nothing to lose. There is no skin in the game. There is no fucking skin in the game for them. Like, the worst that can happen to someone not completing their fucking like like
Thanks for the healing. Watch our sides.
humans should not be in, they should not be in charge of another human survival unless they're well equipped to handle it. And a lot of people in power have shown themselves to not be prepared to handle the responsibilities that they have. And but the only reason that they have the responsibilities they have is because they have the opportunity. It is such a lucrative way. It's such a lucrative existence for people to just basically make money off of other people's survival and shit like that. And we don't really fucking question that shit. Because it's like, hey, it's the way that shit's always been. But it's never like, oh shit, yo, this shit has always been like that. What do we do to start changing this shit? And there's been a lot of organizations that thing, but people still fall through the cracks.
Check out these effects.
Still fall through the cracks. And it's hard to figure out what to do within those cracks because no one wants to fall in them. No one wants to fall in them, so when they pop up, no one wants to look in them either. So then it's kind of like, all right, what the fuck do we do? And it's not just for situations like that. It's like for like stupid shit that like politics, like, oh, hey, I have issues. I'm being discriminated against. Oh, we don't talk about that.
For you.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, yo, then how are these people ever gonna fucking survive? If we are in a fucking society that doesn't really allow us to fucking process what's been happening. Because we are so busy having to focus all our fucking energy on, hey, I need to make money to fucking survive. But this money is fucking making me.
Oh, thanks for the healing.
Like there is almost no fucking.
Time's ticking. Beating goes too hard.
Eliminación enemiga. Broto enemigo.
I could probably buy an item.
Like I just get so mad, and it's like you know, I just get really tired of the way that shit is like set up.
Can't do that yet.
Cause it's like, yo, like we're forced to exist in this fucking existence. No one asked to be here. No one fucking asked to be here. No one fucking asked to be here. So, like, why don't we just take that and just take the fucking chance to just make everything better? But it's like, no, we're just making our whole life focused on money because that's what the people with the biggest power focus on. And that's what they have centralized human energy to then, you know, like, has become the fucking apex of human energy. And it's like, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be this fucking way. Because it's like, yo, like, it is hard being a human. It is so hard being a human. It's hard. It's hard. We have a whole universe of fucking bullshit to process. And, like, limited resources, because most of the resources have been so fucking monopolized. They've been so monopolized that the people in the bottom, who are the people whose energy is being siphoned the most, the people in the bottom are just basically dry wells being continuously pumped. For what? For what? For what? Look how many countries being exploited for their fucking natural resources. How many people have to escape their own homes due to fucking greed? Like, it doesn't end there. It doesn't even end there. And we're just stuck here existing with this. Like, we live in a world where little kids have to be born into unknown conditions, and we limit their ability for growth. And we try to keep them innocent, and we don't even teach them how to survive, because most of the ways that adults have survived has made it so that we couldn't leave that shit unscathed. We have gone through so much. And it's dark seeing kids go through it too. Because they are granted less resources than we are. And just the whole system is fucked. The whole system is fucked. How are you making so much money off of sick people? How? All their energy is just so focused on surviving. How are you gonna leech off of that? Are you gonna be okay with leeching off of that? Someone shouldn't go broke giving birth. And yeah, they chose to have the baby. Bro, yo, sexual reproduction is part of human nature. People are going to wind up having babies, so why are we not planned for it? Why are we not planned for people having babies? Why are we not planned for society having people that are going to try drug abuse? Why are we not planned for a society where people are going to need homes? Like, people are going to need resources. Why do a lot of people still have to fight for their human rights? Why do people have to still struggle with oppression? It's because we're all just drained. All the people that have something worth losing have most likely already lost it or in the process of losing it. Or they're too scared of losing it. And it's hard. It's hard. And it's like, once you make it to the top, like, what's it all for? What's it all for, bro? So that money's not gonna make anybody happy. It's not. It's stifling progress. We need a new form of currency because it can't be money no more. Because, bro, you shouldn't exchange your health, your mental health, your fucking spirit. You shouldn't have to exchange anything for a price point. You shouldn't. This life shit is way too hard. Way too hard. And none of us have it figured out. None of us have it figured out. None of us. And yeah, we're working together to figure it out. And we're organizing. But, yo, once you've been through shit, you get tired. We have limited energy. We only know so much. So it gets tiring. It's so tiring. I'm tired of going through shit that could be avoided. And I'm tired of watching other people go through shit that could be avoided. I'm tired of going through realities that I have to basically crash course myself and others to learn about. Just for survival purposes. While others who have control and have the ability to fix it remain with the ability to remain ignorant to those same realities. For every action, the universe has a way to make it have an equal and opposite reaction. But when you're a human, it is way more complex than that. It is way more complex than that. We are so inhibited. We're so inhibited because we have so much to lose with our reaction. And yeah, we can learn how to be mindful. We can learn how to meditate. We can learn how to heal ourselves. And we can do all of that other stuff that, we need to learn anyways. Because being a human is going to be hard regardless. Doesn't matter how much privilege you have. Being human is gonna be hard. Sentience is hard. Because it means deciphering all that energy that you constantly feel. And you are all born so unknowing. And to learn is difficult. Anybody that has failed school can tell you that. Anybody that has passed school and gone on to more complex versions of school can tell you that. A lot of people can tell you that. Learning is hard. And we still gotta do it for our survival. But why? Why is ignorance to the realities that a lot of people still gotta go through still an excuse. Still an excuse for people going through those type of realities. It's 2022. We should know better. And we should be better. Because enough people have gone through it. Enough people know about this shit. Enough. Enough. Fucking enough. Enough. Because even the kids are getting tired of this shit. Even the kids are just fucking sick and tired of this shit. And they're supposed to be the innocent ones. I feel like collectively we're all tired. And we should sit with that grief, that loss of energy. Because it is a powerless feeling to go through any fucking adversity that could be easily avoided if the people who had control were more mindful of the responsibilities that they have granted themselves. It's easier to stay ignorant. It's hard taking accountability. It's very hard. That's how people don't fucking do it. Like shit, even I struggle with taking accountability. Like, it's hard. It's really hard. It's a hard balance. But it's a really frustrating existence when you have to live the consequences of people's actions who remain unscathed by their actions. And it's hard for them to learn. And you know, because it's hard for you to learn. So it's kind of like, I gotta learn peace. I gotta learn peace because it's gonna be a long ride. It's gonna be a long ride. This existence shit, like, it's gonna be a long bit. Because at the end of the day, I just wanna heal. I just wanna heal. I don't wanna feel bullshit anymore. I just wanna be able to process myself. I wanna be able to feel safe. I wanna be able to just wake up and feel okay with that. I want to feel like I exist for me and not like my energy is getting siphoned into someone else's lucrative scheme. Because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. Like, and I try to be positive and I try to be proactive about, trying to get my money up and all that shit like that. But how am I gonna get my money up? A lot of the ways that people make their money is so fucking scummy. Like, it's kind of hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at a lot of variables. I'm just looking at a shit ton of variables as I exist. And it just, I don't know. I just get overwhelmed. Because it's like, what the fuck? My survival depends on you? Shit. Now I gotta work extra hard to back myself up. Alright, let me back myself up. Fuck, I have limited energy because I've been spending that energy working. Like, fuck. What am I gonna do? Oh wait, let me look for help. Oh, I can't. I have issues with getting through the fucking automated systems. Those automated systems are so fucking annoying to deal with. I just need a human at the end of the line. A human that's gonna understand. A human that's gonna read off a script. Or a fucking computer that's only gonna give me call options that are gonna wind up going to flooded voicemail. Like, we need better systems. We need better systems, but in order to get better systems, we need to get people out of the mentality of if it's not broken, don't fix it. Yo, cause shit's been broken. It's like shit's been broken and people have ignored it. So I think we should all collectively just be more mindful of how shit is, so that we can start questioning, is it actually broken or not? And then also, if it's not broken, why not put effort into evolving and shit like that? Like, we're built off of adaptation. Why are our systems not adapting fast enough? And most of the answer is because they're so focused in driving their energy towards monetary consumption that they forget about the human aspect of shit. And that is the core design within all markets, because that's the thing that's giving the money in the first place. A human is the one that's feeding. Humans are the ones that are feeding money into that system. How are you gonna try to have humans as your customers, but also have humans as your livestock? You gotta balance that out properly. Like, there are humans that are willing to be used and they don't care about it. Look at fucking Jackass. Like, those guys were willing to fucking blow fireworks up their butt or whatever. Like, and please don't try that at home. Like, they were willing to do all that stuff because, you know, first of all, they themselves didn't care about those conditions. Those conditions didn't cause them complex harm. Um, and if it did, they would be like, like Steve-O, and I can't do this shit. Like, you know what I mean? And I think he's doing it again now, but in a much better mindset, which is really good and promising. Um, I don't know, dude. He's just doing drugs, like hardcore drugs. uh, but it's like humans are willing to do a lot of crazy shit for money, but a lot of things we're not. Why are we forced to? Why are we forced to? Why is that kind of like the only option a lot of us are given? Like, and I'm not just even asking for myself. I'm asking for a lot of people that I see struggle. I'm like, yo, why am I watching sick people work? Why am I watching sick people work? Why am I watching gentrification happen? Like, why? Why is this shit happening? Why does it take a bunch of humans to get together and overwhelm the system and be like, no, no, listen, we're all pissed off. We're gonna work together to stop this. Why doesn't it? Why isn't it that it's accountability that's making this happen? You know what I mean? It's most likely because those people on top are fucking tired too. People on top are tired too. It's gonna be hard for them to see. Like, I feel like we all collectively need a nap. Like a nice nap. Like, like a reset, like a societal reset, but where we all try to stay open up our awareness and be mindful of the variables. Cause it's like for example, I work, I work, you know, like I hate sales. I hate sales. I hate it. I think it's evil because you're basically using a form of manipulation, multiple forms of manipulation. You're using your understanding of how humans, how to draw humans' attention. You know what I mean? Marketing is just how you can you get a person to buy your message, to be convinced by the narrative that you are trying to sell them on, right? I hate that. I kind of hate that because it's like I I'm only focused on figuring out how this person's brain works so I can get a benefit out of it, but I'm not really figuring out uh, how their brain works so we can get a mutual benefit out of it. It's more on the on the selfish end of the spectrum. Like, but that's bound to happen when it's like, oh shit, I need money. Because at the end of the day, with the business, like, yeah, they don't got the skin in the game and stuff like that, but it's still like, holy shit, they're still losing money. But with money, it's like, no, like, I feel like yo, if you're gonna be given a service, you should be taking that service too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you should probably at least be in need of that service yourself, so you can have an understanding of what the possibility that could be going on, and how to problem shoot with more empathy. Cause it's like, yo, I know there's a lot going on, and I'm not smart enough to fix shit. I'm not smart enough to fix shit. But the smart people are making obviously not smart choices. So then I'm freaking out like, holy shit, we're doomed. And a lot of people are freaking out like, holy shit, we're doomed. And it's not me being catastrophic. I know, oh, that's a cognitive distortion. You know what I mean? Many you're falling into cognitive distortion. Am I really? Or am I assessing the variables that I keep noticing and keep having to suffer the consequences of and keep having to adapt to, right? With limited support and then picking responses that are gonna help me they're gonna help me conserve energy because I still have the rest of my friggin' life. The rest of my friggin' life. And that's not just years that I'm focusing on. I'm talking about second by second. I'm trying to live shit moment by moment. But thing is that when the moments are all fucking full of shit, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, yo, ease up a little bit. Like, shit. Like, bro, that the fucking yo, I be trying to live stream from a mental health. Like, oh, let me try to like let out some steam, working on my mental health, so I don't gotta deal with shit. Then there's these fucking church people outside just talking mad fucking nonsense. And the thing is that I try to ignore them, but it's like, yo, I'm literally built to be a highly observant creature. I'm highly sensitive. I'm hyper aware of shit. I wind up being really good in a crisis for a lot of people going through shit, and I wind up being a clutch for people going through shit because I take time to actually understand. Now, knowing that my senses are pretty open and stuff like that, now I can explain what the fuck my senses gotta pick up. Fucking these church people outside, they'll first of all, fucking yelling. Bro, if you sound alarmed, I will. My alarm system in my head is gonna go off. I don't want my alarm system to go off. Yo, if you're gonna be preaching outside, at least act like the Lord has touched you. Don't fucking scream that shit and then talk about like end of days. You're just freaking everybody the fuck out. You're freaking everybody the fuck out. And then you're wind up scapegoating. You wind up scapegoating community, like groups of people. And it's like you you don't sound like you talking about gays is a sin. Gays are not gonna go get to heaven. Bro, I'm a fucking gay and I have helped a lot of people in my life. I have helped a lot of people in my life. People from all walks of different walks of life. I have helped them out. And I am a sinner that is going to hell. I've helped so many people with the limited resources I have, and I'm going to hell. And I have to sit there and hear these people yell. And, you know, like, oh, get out of there. And then they have issues with women who dress scantily clad. Sometimes it gets hot. Women are built with more body fat than men, generally. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you were born a cis female, there's a huge chance that your body can collect more fat because you're more likely to be built to hold babies. You know what I mean? So your body has to, be a little bit more sturdy on shit for some stuff. And it's like, you overheat sometimes. You know what I mean? Oh no, that's evil. That's evil. It's okay. Is it evil or am I just overheating and you don't know how to handle it? I'm trying to do temperature regulations, and the thing that pisses me off is that like y'all the same race as me, bro. Like our countries be having people fucking trying to be in the beaches to try to combat the fucking. You acting like you've never seen people in beaches. Why? Why? Like I'm like I've gone to Puerto Rico, and it's like it's hot as shit. It's hot as balls. Trying to go visit your family, like going to a hot country, like a country where the temperature is hot, it's different going to go see your own family than it is to go as a fucking tourist that has money to spend that's going on vacation. Like when you're going as a tourist, you have no cares. Like, oh, it's hot. Most likely you got a hotel in somewhere that's air conditioned. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're finding ways to not really be annoyed by the environment. When you're going for your own family or you have to live there, you have to adjust to the heat. You have to adjust to the conditions. You have to adjust to everything. You have to adjust. That shit is hot as fuck. Like when I go to Puerto Rico, I used to wear long pants and hoodies because it just gets so much sometimes. But I overheat, and that wasn't doable. But what the fuck else am I gonna wear if everything else is gonna cause an issue? No, she's wearing she's wearing shorts, and then people get triggered, and it's just like I just get annoyed by people who fucking have issues with the human body. Like, bro, if I'm ugly, go away. That's all you gotta do. You don't gotta sit there and judge. If I'm really that repulsive, then be repulsed. Be repelled. Repel yourself. Go away. That's all you gotta do. Like, I just get, I just get so mad. Cause it's like, I just, th- there's no answers for the system that we have now. There's no answers. Especially since we're ever evolving creatures. But the fact that we're ever evolving creatures should at least give us a tiny bit of a pattern. Which is that humans are going to have needs. And we need to be able to meet those needs. If we're going to be making money off of them. Workers need to be getting paid what they need to. They need their work-life balance. They need to ask to be in the fight. It's just a lot of shit. It's just a lot of shit. I just get fucking annoyed.